Hey guys, Josh here with a review of the anniversary screening of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, which turned 35 years old. It's wild. I cannot believe how old I am and how old that film is. Now, for those who don't know, Fathom Events re-released this around March 15th. And actually, right now, it's still in cinemas. They got an extension, thank God. So yeah, you have the opportunity to see yourself until the 27th or 28th. You'll just need to check your local theaters to see. Now, a little history on the Ninja Turtles before this movie event. We had their birth in comics in the early 1980s, and then in 1987, the beloved cartoon series premiered and gained a ton of fans that are still loyal fans to this day, myself included. I first came to know of this cartoon series, the Turtles themselves, with my Burger King Kids Club VHS tapes. A beloved toy line from Playmates came out of the cartoon series, and I had most of the figures. I had the van, I still do. I have several toys. I had the video games, the classic Ninja Turtles 2 arcade game for my Super Nintendo or Nintendo, one of those two. It's been a while. Pizza, my love for pizza grew out of these characters, and maybe I already kind of dug it, but yeah, I was coming to my own. I was about 6 this time. As I became a fan, the movie was ramping up, and I looked forward to it. It was one of the first events I ever looked forward to in life, and I saw it with my mom at the theater and dug it. You know, it was a darker type of film, not like the cartoon in some aspects, but yeah, I, along with millions of other kids, dug it, and adults, to be fair. So after that film came 2 sequels, a variation of cartoons, a couple CG films, 2 Michael Bay produced films. The second CG film was produced by Seth Rogen, Mutant Mayhem, and was a huge success, and now has a companion animated series, along with an upcoming sequel. As a fan, I'm thrilled it's still going strong. And, you know, I dug some of what was given to us over the years. No matter what comes next, the original cartoon, the first and second films will always have a special place in my heart. But thank God for Fathom Events for bringing back the first film to theaters. In its first week alone, it made $3.3 million and got an extension. I, of course, had to go see it. Saw it with my friend David. Shout out to David. Thanks for coming. It was a great time. Just had a blast watching it again. And, you know, occasionally my inner child would battle with my adult brain, you know, because I've become snobby with films these days, and I just had to remind myself, like, let it go, man. But yeah, the inner child won, and my heart grew a little bit that day, so that was wonderful. We need more of that in our lives, especially as adults. You know, we need to go back to times in our head just for a brief moment and just forget our troubles. The film is still great. It's a classic, and the effects for the most part still work pretty well. Cast was great. You know, as a kid, I liked the second April in the second film, but I gotta say, Judith Hoag now takes the lead. She was great, and I wish she would have stayed with it, but I understand. And Corey Feldman's voice is still great for Donnie. I really enjoyed it. I missed it in the second one, and it was probably the best thing about the third one of him returning. And of course, Casey Jones. But yeah, you had an unknown Sam Rockwell, which is just nuts. This is 8 years before Galaxy Quest. So yeah, his star was on the rise. Slowly but surely he was going to get there. Each turtle was played by many people, I came to know, looking up some trivia. You not only had actors in the suits, but you also had stunt performer actors in the suits, and puppeteers, and voice actors. It's wild. The only voice actor who was the actor in the suit was Raphael. So much crafting went on in this film. And the other 2, now 3, didn't have the Henson Creature Shop, but still, some effort was put into it. Clearly not the suits themselves, but I digress. So yeah, after the screening, David and I talked afterwards, and we still felt a film like this could be done today, assisted with some CGI effects, but at a minimal level. To me, I won't be entirely happy until that happens someday with these live action films. I'll still turn up for them, but I still think until we return to these type of films, adjusted of course with new technology, it won't be great. The weapon use in this film is not bad at all, especially compared to today's entertainment. Parent groups back then were upset, and then in the second one and third one, they basically couldn't use their weapons. They had to use other things like blow up toys. That sounded bad. Basketballs, what have you. Combat cold cuts. Again, didn't pick up on any of this as a kid. Speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, that has just been announced by Fathom. It's coming back next year for its own 35th anniversary. The sequel came 1 year after this film. I get it, they wanted to make the dough back then, and sure enough they did. It's funny because as a kid it felt like there was a lot more distance between the films, but not at all. I look forward to seeing that next year. That'll be a lot of fun. If they do it for the third one, I don't know if I'll go see it. But to be honest, over the years, I've come to like the third one a little bit more. Aside from the goofy looks of the turtles and so on, it seemed to have a decent story, and it had a fantastical element to it with the time traveling spear or whatever. Huge thanks to Fathom for doing this. I love these Fathom events. They release old cinema all the time, and for us fans, it's fantastic. They also, of course, release newer things, newer indie films and documentaries. So definitely check those out if they're near you. Please take it up. Did you happen to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie? And if so, let us know your experience. We'd really like the feedback. Also chime in if there's any film out there you would love to see again on the big screen or for the first time. Until then, you guys be well. I'll see you soon.